자, 위쳐 여행기 13일차군요. 13일차 진행을 할 때는 위쳐 여행기 13일차에 접어들었습니다. 지금 저희가 진행을 할 것이, 일단 어제 진행을 한 거는 마침내 단델라이온을 구출하는 데 성공했죠. 근데 이제 시리에 대한 정보는 정확히는 얻지 못한 상태예요. 노비그라드를 떠났다는 사실만 알 수 있어서 이제 게롤트는 노비그라드를 떠나서 스켈리게로 이제 향할 채비를 하고 있죠. 그 전에 일단 오늘 진행해볼 컨텐츠는 단델라이온의 꿈을 이뤄주는 이 카베라라는 컨텐츠이고요. 그런 다음에 자연스럽게 노비그라드에서 스켈리게로 장소를 이동할 수 있는 퀘스트가 하나 있더라고요. 부가 퀘스트의 이 실마리를 찾아서라는 퀘스트인데, 요걸로 진행을 하면서 자연스럽게 스켈리게로 이동을 해보겠습니다. 자, 그러면 카바레 퀘스트 진행을 해볼까요? 먼저 로즈마리와 타임이라는 단델라이온이 인수한 그 선술집으로 가봐야죠. 잠깐만, 근데 소지품 문제 없지? 소지품 문제 없습니다. 그만 가봅시다. 오늘도 노비그라드의 치안은 아주 안정적이군요. 날씨도 아주 좋고요. 저녁이 되니 노을이 지고 있군요. 자, 도착했습니다. 뭔가 시비가 붙고 있죠 지금.
The last individual who tried to come in on my business, it took them a month to find him. Am I being clear, Chive?
What's the fuss about? Can you not treat me as a bit of healthy competition?
Why are you even talking to him, Duke? I've always maintained 2 smashed knees are worth 1,000 words.
Oh, get out! Glad you came.
What's this about?
Nothing. I just wanted you to meet my new pals before they bugger the fuck off. Because we were just parting, right?
We'll have our reckoning yet, Chive. Soon.
What's this? Some flea-ridden mutant got you scared, Duke? Just say the word. I'll take care of him. Take a peek at what he's got inside, then make the midget eat it. Sound good?
Next time, Earl. Let's go.
Right, and don't show your hides round here ever again. Well, that puts me up to the neck in fucking shite without a shovel.
What's this all about? Doing business with them?
Exactly the ploughing opposite. You see, Geralt, old pal...
About to ask me for help, aren't you?
The thing is, I sort of kinda owe a wee sum to a mutual acquaintance, Francis Bedlam, the king of beggars. To pay off the debt, I've made up my mind to get serious about Gwent.
Getting better by the minute.
Not the playing of it, mind you, but the cards themselves. The rarest of them fetch princely sums these days. Sadly, that's not exactly arcane knowledge. Got a buyer in heat for my collection, missing just 3 cards. But Duke's dregs are all over my arse, so... What do you say, Geralt?
Fine. We'll try to hunt down those cards. Which ones you need?
Fringilla, Vigo, Isengrim, and John Natalis. Devilish hard to get hold of. Duke's been trying too, hasn't had any luck.
Wait, you don't even know where to look for these cards?
Nah, it's not as bad as that. I'm betting Zed's got them. He quit fencing recently, only deals in cards now. Unfortunately, the arsewite won't talk to me. Not after I bought a one-of-a-kind Scoia'tael card out from under his nose. Would you mind going to see him?
Zed. Sounds familiar.
Big fish in the card pond. Has a shop along the south wall. And thank you, Geralt. I actually think I stand to pay off this debt now.
No problem. See you later, Zoltan.
자, 지금 갑작스러운 퀘스트가 또 추가됐죠? 뭐지? 위험한 게임. 졸탄 치베이가 자기 사업을 위해서 어쨌든 괜트에 진지하게 임해보려고 하는 것 같죠? 근데 문제는 카드가 없다는 거죠. 지금 그래서 졸탄은 게롤트한테 카드를 좀 구해달라고 하는 상황인데, 어허, 아주 난처해졌군요. 이걸 또 이게 얼마나 될지는 모르겠지만 시간이 또 한번 해보겠습니다. 일단 이걸 하고 진행을 해봐야겠네요. 좋아요, 좋아요. 한번 해보죠. 여긴가? 여긴가? 여기 아닌데? 점프! 이쪽에 문이 있나? 여기도 아닌데? 어디로 가야 되지? 여긴가?
Locked. But looks like Zed's inside. And in hot water. Gotta find another way in.
자, 다른 길로 찾아가야겠죠? 왠지 사다리로 가면 될 것 같은 느낌인데. 어허. 아, 이 사람이 콧노래를 흥얼거리는 거였구나. 아마도 이렇게 지붕을 통해서 창문 쪽으로 잠입을 잠입을 하지 않을까? 여기서 점프로. 그렇지. 그 다음에 이쪽으로 들어가면 되겠죠? 위쳐 센스로 수색. 죽어있는데? 잠든 건가?
Must be Zed.
죽어있는데? 제드가 죽어있는데요? 파리가 날리고 있는데? 파리가 날렸으면 꽤 됐다는 건데, 죽은지?
Find it?
No.
Duke will be peeved we didn't get Zed to spill where he keeps the ledger.
I tried, didn't I?
Might have pressed him too hard. Shit. Well, at least we got the Isengrim card.
Greetings.
Come on, Ringo. Time to shine. Get him!
You'll never learn.
한 번 더.
Isengrim foil Tiana from the Scoia'tael deck. Wonder how much this card's worth.
자, 아이고.
They were looking for something. Snooping around for. They were looking for something.
뭔가를 조사하고 있었다고 하죠?
They were looking for something.
그것이 뭐였을까요? 뭐였을까요? 여기 왠지 아니 역시 말고 출장 납부 이거다.
Must be the names of people Zed sold cards to.
강철검 새것 파비안 올리비에 존 먹은 금색 천코트 공작 아이센그림 파우일 티아르나 카드 라빅 프린즐라 비고 카드는 시저 벨젠 세공한 피콕 옷팔 3개는 빅슨에게.
Zoltan ought to have a look at this.
오케이, 그럼 이걸 졸타한테 가져다 주면 되겠죠? 그리고 가져가야 될 템들은 없는 것 같고요. 자, 졸탄에게 가보겠습니다. 문을 열게.
What is it, Grey Boy? Looking for adventure?
졸탄 긴급 사건이야. 긴급 사건이라. 오, 깜짝이야. 졸탄이 싸우고 있네. 이따 얘기해야죠.
Whole day wasted.
Zoltan,
Get out.
about those cards.
You got them?
Got the Isengrim card.
Show it here. Ha! They say elves are beautiful. Zed give you much trouble?
Zed's dead. I ran into his murderers.
Won't cry over spilt Zed. What about the other cards?
Didn't find the other cards.
Fuck! Bugger must have sold them.
Listen, got Zed's ledger.
Show me. Entries show him selling the cards to Caesar Bilson and Ravi. Could have been worse. We need to pay him a visit.
Who's Caesar Bilson?
Cleaver's clerk. A decent fellow once, but so high and mighty now you can't drink with him, let alone go fishing.
Fishing?
We met at the Anglers Club, the pride of the Pontar. But Caesar don't show around there no more. So caught up in his new role, he almost never leaves his house.
At least we won't have to run around town looking for him. Ravi, who's he?
A common card sharp and a swindler. Boggles my mind where he got the coin for the Natalis card. Ever since I gave him a smacking, things between us have been frosty. So you'll have to see him alone.
Zoltan, seems awful important to you. I'll try to get you those cards.
Thanks, Geralt. We can see Caesar together. Meet me outside his townhouse. Gaudiest eyesore on Hierarch Square. He had the facade painted gold. And if you want to see Ravi first, I'd look for him at the Golden Sturgeon if I were you.
All right. See you later.
And no need to pussyfoot around with Ravi. Beat him about the ears a bit. He'll cave. Well, good luck to you, Geralt.
자, 이제 시저와 라비를 찾아가야 될 것 같죠? 먼저 가까운 곳이 어딜까요? 시저 빌겐의 집 앞에서 졸탄을 만나자. 가보죠. 시저 빌겐의 집 앞으로. 와, 오늘따라 노비그라드 밤길이 아주 정겹네요. 여긴가? 아, 여긴 입구가 아니잖아.
Ah, you're here. How'd you make out with Ravi?
Haven't been to the Sturgeon yet.
Fine, fine. Ravi's not going anywhere. Let's clean out Caesar Bilson first. We'll do this. I'll chat him up while you sneak upstairs and search his cabinet of curiosities. Certainly keeps the card there.
Can't we just buy the card off him? Doesn't that sound simpler?
If I had a coin to spare, I'd sod off to Provis. Besides, Caesar'd never sell Fringilla. But don't you worry. He won't lose out on the deal. Got a bottle of Mahakaman spirit for him. A taste of the motherland's finest is worth more to an expatriate than some silly card.
Thought you said Caesar doesn't drink.
No, I said it's hard to have a drink with him on account of his rarely leaving home. Also why he's like to get pished as a priestess real quick. 3 rounds and you could walk out with everything in that cabinet while singing the 3 Maids of Vicovaro at the top of your lungs.
So what's in this cabinet?
Ah, no man knows. You'll be the first to see it. I suspect it's either to do with buggery or metallurgy. But you can tell me once we're done. Let's go.
Shivi!
Caesar Bilson. I remember our quarrel about who's king of the Pontar.
The Pipe's king of the Pontar.
Well, you see, I've come to convince you it's the catfish. And I do not come empty-handed.
Who's he?
Oh, him! Oh, that's Geralt.
Does Geralt fish?
Yeah. Cast an earthworm the other day. Caught this huge perch.
In the Pontar?
You betcha!
Can't listen to this hogwash sober. Come in!
So what's the Zanders or eager biters if they taste like shite and soapy water?
That's because you're about as good a cook as a goat's arse is a clarinet. Just recently, I took some fresh thyme.
And it tasted like time-flavoured shite.
Shut it. So, recently, I took this time.
Geralt, care to chime in? How's Xander taste to you?
Happen to like Xander.
'Cause you're a witcher! What you shoving them potions shit's a delicacy to use.
A witcher? Never mentioned he was a witcher.
Well then, did you hear Vibo Matilda last cast a pea and caught a young pike?
Ah, cocksuckers lying like always. Ponter Pike aren't so dim-witted to go after his rotten peas. You need live bait. Or night crawlers, though the pike aren't as eager. Don't know why. Once, dug up a crawly so fat and lovely I started drooling. Would have eaten it myself.
I'm not so sure. Geralt, what do you and your pals use up at Kaer Morhen?
Live bait.
You see, Chibi? He'll make a good angler yet. In some 50, 60 years.
We'll wait and see. Geralt, go fetch us another bottle.
Right. Can see the bottom of this one.
대화 너무 지루해서 못 들어줄
Where are we
뻔했다.
gonna go noodling for catfish?
빨리 여기를 떠야겠어요.
I'm done fishing with you. Forget what happened last.
어디로 가? 여기 맞나? 여기서 병을 찾는 건가? 여기서 이제 카드를 훔쳐야죠? 아, 이 책은 몇 번째 보는 건지 볼까요? 어디에 카드가 있을지.
Triangular hole in the wall. Interesting.
별거 없나? 먹었자는 훔치면 안 되는데. 아, 지금 이런 거 훔칠 때가 아닌데. 잠깐만. 허허, 어디로 가야 되지? 요거 뭐 있다.
Knife looks like it's attached to the tabletop. Drawers
찾았죠?
open.
열쇠를 찾았죠? 열쇠를 찾아서 어디에 쓰나? 열쇠를 찾아서 여기 문 아닐까? 열쇠를 찾아서 여기서 위로 올라갈 수가 있나? 위쳐 센스를 이용해 시저빌런의 집 위층을 수색하자. 어허, 이거였구만.
Door behind a bookcase. Classic.
좋아, 숨겨진 문이 있었죠. 방이. 그리고 위층으로 올라가 보면 분명 카드가 있을 겁니다. 이렇게 호락호락 할까?
Vatier de Rideau's dagger.
아, 이거 훔쳐도 되나? 일단 카드부터. 어우, 잠깐만. 야, 이거 너무 뭐가 많은데? 일단 카드부터. 프렌질라기고.
Here's Fringilla.
했죠. 카드를 찾았던 사람 돌탄 알려주자.
Rope with which Stefan Skellen was hanged.
오케이, 조금 구경하다가 가도 되겠죠?
Joachim de Vet's skull. Pretty grim curiosity.
와, 여기 뭐가 많네. 골동품이
Full armor of the 7th Dare
엄청 비싼
Brigade.
거겠죠, 아무래도.
Excellent condition.
자, 오케이. 다 일단 확인하는 거고. 이것도
Portrait of
조사해.
Emperor Emir. Tempera on wood. Pretty flattering, I'd say.
요거는 챙겨도 되는 것처럼 보이죠? 화려한 검.
Dining set from which Emperor Emir ate during his coronation ceremony.
저기 뭐가 반짝이는데?
Statuette of a man. Wasn't carved, but produced using magic. Shame I can't ask Triss about it.
자, 이렇게 된 거 챙길 거 다 챙기고요. 내려가고 있어. 빨리 내려가야 될 것 같죠? 왠지 술을 너무 오랫동안 골랐어. 이것도 다시 돌려놔야 되는데. 아 모르겠다. 갑시다. 알려줘야죠. 술은 챙기지도 않는데 사실.
White's cherry. Fuck sure blame that on.
Zoltan, time we were on our way.
I suppose so. It's grown late.
Wait now. Leaving already? Where's that bottle you went to fetch?
Greetings, Bilzen. We've a message for you from the boss.
Message? What kind of message?
Mr. Cleaver's very unhappy.
Now, just a minute. If any discrepancies have cropped up in the books, I can explain everything.
Too late. Grab him! And you two, get lost!
Leave him alone.
Cleaver'll pay extra for killing the Witcher. Well, hop to it, lads. Haven't you got all day?
Given me no choice.
도와주는 게 낫겠죠. 아이 칼을 들어야지. 칼을 들어야지. 안돼 졸탄. 우리 졸탄 내버려둬. 그렇지. 근데 나도 불타버렸네.
Thanks. Oh, how will I ever explain this to Cleaver?
I'd recommend a letter.
Right. Got a pack.
Good luck then. Farewell.
You've a soft heart after all, Geralt. Oh, by the by, splendid job with that last one. Blood splatter nearly hit the ceiling.
Natalis card. Only one missing now. High time we saw Ravi.
Go. I should contact the buyer. Agree on a place to make the transaction. See you, Geralt.
오 다행히 무사히 끝난 것 같죠? 괜히 도와줬다가 걔가 갑자기 2층 확인하고 나서 왜 뭐가 없어졌지? 막 이러면은 큰일 날 줄 알았는데 다행히 도와준 걸로 조용히 끝났습니다. 자 이걸로 이제 쌤쌤이 된 거죠. 설마 카드가 없어졌다고 우리를 의심한다고 해도 감히 우리에게 추궁은 못하겠죠. 목숨을 구해줬으니까. 좋아요. 이제 황금 철갑상으로 가서 여긴가? 여기다. 뭐지? 저기 무슨 얘기하는 거지? 잠깐 들어볼까요? 얘들이 뭔가 여기 느낌표가 있구나. 나중에 와야지. 일단은 해야 될 일이 있으니까 자꾸 일이 쌓이면 안 돼. 퀘스트가 자꾸 쌓이면 안 돼. 여기서 라빅. 근데 라빅에서 존 나탈리스 카드를 입수하려면 어떻게 해야 될까요? 아래층이네? 아래층으로 가보겠습니다. 설마 괜트 해야 되나? 괜트 카드 없는데? 저기 있네요.
How about that? It's the flea-ridden mutant. Join us, please. Ravi loves company. Look how happy he is to see us. You happy, Ravi?
Sure he'd be happier if you stopped digging the point of that dagger in his back.
Oh, you're just saying that because you don't know the situation. Our mutual friend Ravi here was just about to play for his life and...
Oh, you got the card! What else do you want?
if you'd just given it up instead of trying to cheat us, we'd be out of your hair already. As it is, that's all your fingers broken. So, it seems the Witcher will have to pay for you. Sound good? See? Ravi's on board. What do you say we add some spice to the game? Raise the stakes. Ravi's life and the Natalis card. Fancy that?
망했다. 선택지가 2개밖에 없어. 쓸어버리고 싶은데.
Agreed.
And here I thought you'd be no fun at all. Let's play, let's play!
카드 없는데. 좋은 카드 없는데. 아니 이 카드로 어떻게 이겨. 제발 난이도 쉬웠으면 좋겠다. 그냥 괜트 안하고 쓸어버리고 싶었는데. 자, 바꿔야 될 걸 봐야죠. 요거 바꿔주면 좋죠. 오케이. 이 친구도 한번 바꿔볼게요. 오케이, 좋아요. 일단 시작하겠습니다. 내가 선턴이라고? 이게 뭐였더라? 이게 공성카드의 이력을. 오케이, 그러면은 일단 공성카드를 가 별로 없네. 좋아. 일단은 요걸 써서 카드를 얻어봅시다. 저 눈 모양이 있는 첩자 카드는 상대방에게 점수를 허용한 대신에 더 많은 카드를 얻을 수 있죠. 자, 이 상태라면 공성으로 가야겠다. 첫 판은. 저 녀석도 이제 첩자 카드를 써서 카드를 가져갔죠. 카드는 기본적으로 상대방보다 많이 있으면은 유리할 확률이 높습니다. 물론 어떤 카드냐에 따라 다르지만 그래도 기본적으로 점수를 더 많이 쌓을 수 있다는 뜻이니까요. 이 괜트 게임은 점수를 더 많이 할수록 이깁니다. 젠장, 이 자식 여기서 패스를 했다고? 이번 판 버리는 판이었네 쟤한텐. 오케이, 어쨌든 제 카드가 더 좋길 바라면서 이번 판에 이기는 걸로 진행을 하게 됐네요. 북부 왕국들의 특징은 라운드를 이기면은 추가로 카드를 받을 수 있습니다. 그리고 저는 다행히도 공성 카드를 받았죠. 저는 지금 공성 카드가 되게 아주 괜찮아요. 그래서 이번 라운드에서 제가 이길 수 있다면은 가능하면 이기는 게 좋겠죠. 깔끔하게. 상대방도 공성 카드를 쓰네. 자, 그럼 여기서 감시자 카드를 하나 써서 카드를 더 추가하겠습니다. 좋아. 나쁘지 않아. 상대방 지금 원거리를 썼고요. 그리고 저는 여기서 이 카드는 제가 이미 사용해서 버려진 카드 더미에서 카드 한 장을 가져올 수 있는 기능을 가지고 있습니다. 이걸 써주면은 제가 사용한 것 중에서 가져올 수가 있어요. 저는 요거를 가져올 거예요. 제가 아니라 상대방도 포함됩니다. 참고로 1라운드에서 버린 카드 같다. 좋아요. 저 카드 많습니다. 자, 어떤 걸 먼저 써볼까? 공성 카드를 좀 추가해볼까? 이렇게. 상대방이 근접 카드가 많으니까 저도 근접 카드를 몇 개 써서 상대방이 날씨 카드 쓰는 걸 조금 꺼려하게 만들어주는 게 좋겠죠? 상대방이 어떤 날씨 카드를 가지고 있는지 모르지만 이러면은 일단 제가 굉장히 유리해 보여요. 현재로서는. 잘하면 이길 수 있을 것 같습니다. 자, 이거 하나 더 써주고요. 이렇게 플러스 표시가 있는 건, 십자가 표시가 있는 애들은 자신이 위치한 그 진열의 카드의 점수를 1씩 더 올려줍니다. 그래서 그런 좋은 기능이 있어요. 네, 저런 친구들을 많이 갖고 있을수록 좋습니다. 자, 이제 시너지 효과를 줄 수 있는 카드는 다 떨어졌고 이제는 깡으로 그냥 점수로 버텨야 됩니다. 네, 현재까지는 제가 유리합니다. 그냥 깡 점수로 버틸 수 있어요. 자, 이건 공성이었으니까 쓰면 안 될 것 같고. 제가 이긴 것 같죠? 맑은 날씨. 자, 이겼습니다. 오케이. 근데 상대방이 아마 여기서 이긴다고 순순히 니콜라스 카드였나? 카드를 내놓진 않을 거예요. 제가 볼 때는. 그냥 패스했어요. 이제 저도 그럼 패스하겠습니다. 아마 그래서 여기서 이기고 나서도 아마 싸우지 않을까? 이겼습니다.
Yes!
Curb your enthusiasm, mate, and sit still or you'll hurt yourself.
But he won!
So, now we'll play something else. Gonna gut you, Clint.
이럴 줄 알았어. 이럴 줄 알았죠? 와! 잠깐만! 이러면 어떻게 되는 거지? 진짜? 아니 방금 안 피해졌어. 옆에 뭐가 있었나봐. 옆에 사람이라도 있었나? 안 피해졌어. 아니 겐트카드 어떻게 이겼는데 이거를. 아니 어떻게 이겼는데. 이거 뭐야 이게.
Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the temple guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits and cornered by the temple guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light.
아, 왜 구르기가 안 된 거야?
This I did not know.
아, 저 겐트 저 진짜 오랜만에 이긴 거란 말이에요. 아, 진짜 기분 좋았는데. 내가 싸울 것까지도 예상했단 말이야. 아, 어쨌든 뭐 다시 해봐야죠. 자, 졸탄 좀만 기다려. 존 나탈리스 카드구나. 다시 구해다 줄게. 에이씨. 황당하구만 아주. 자, 철갑상어 바로 앞에 있죠? 철갑상어 여관으로 와서. 여관이 아닌가? 여기도 술집인가? 지하로 빨리빨리 내려가서. 아니 괜트 안하고 그냥 바로 싸우면 안될까? 그 자리에서 싸우라면 자신 있는데. 스토리 빨리빨리 스킵하겠습니다.
Agreed.
자, 이번 판도 이길 수 있을 거예요. 자, 요거 두 개 있으니까 얘는 좀 살려두고. 근접 카드가 있고 공성 있고. 아, 살려두지 말고 바꿔볼까? 얘 둘. 이 친구는 공성이 있으니까 쓸만하고. 오케이, 고. 일단 첩자 카드를 써서 상대방이 점수를 주더라도 카드를 하나 까보겠습니다. 오케이. 2장을 깠죠. 자, 상대방 궁수 카드를 꺼냈고요. 저는 그렇다면 이렇게 일단 작은 점수부터 차례차례로 버리겠습니다. 아, 저 카드 딱 한 장만 있었으면 좋겠다. 저 안에 더 이상 없었으면 좋겠는데. 아, 이거 쓰기 전에 참고로 이 손잡고 있는 악수하고 있는 카드는 가급적이면은 이 사람은 근접이죠. 이 카드는 근접 카드인데 근접 카드를 다른 근접 카드를 모두 낸 다음에 내는 것이 좋습니다. 그래야 모든 카드들이 다 같이 점수가 플러스 되기 때문에 근접 카드를 낼 수 있는 만큼 낸 다음에 저 악수하고 있는 표시가 있는 카드를 낼 때 근접 카드를 내면은 전체가 다 점수가 올라가는 그런 효과가 있습니다. 존의 플레이를 하고 싶어도 이번 플레이는 약간 깡딜로 가야죠. 아, 이번엔 심상치 않은데. 아, 아까 설명을 내가 잘못했구나. 저 악수하고 있는 애들은 지네들끼리만 점수를 얻습니다. 제가 아까 설명했던 거는 요 친구예요. 요 플러스 돼 있는 친구. 플러스 십자가 표시가 있는 친구가 사기 증진이라고 해서 자기 진열에 있는 모든 카드들의 점수를 일씩 올려줍니다. 저에서 패스를 썼으니까 저도 딱 카드 하나만 써서 패스를 해야 될 것 같아요. 얘가 좋겠죠? 이렇게 하고 패스를 하겠습니다. 그럼 제가 이기면서 카드를 한 장 더 받겠죠? 2장을 받을까? 한 장 받았습니다. 오, 공성이네. 너무 좋고요. 그럼 저 이제 깡딜로 가야죠. 상대방도 공성이고. 오케이. 제가 일단 카드는 하나 더 많습니다. 분명히 상대방에게 날씨 카드가 하나 정도는 있겠죠? 그렇지. 자, 이렇게 포구를 쓴 경우에는 제 공성 카드가 1점으로 다 바뀝니다. 근데 저한테는 지휘관 카드가 있죠. 제 지휘관 카드는 모든 날씨 카드를 정리하는 능력을 가지고 있습니다. 그래서 이걸 이때 써주면은 제 점수가 다시 돌아오죠. 바로 이걸 기다렸지. 이제 상대방은 포구 카드가 없을 겁니다. 있으면 망하는 거죠. 있으면 제가 지는 겁니다. 아싸! 자, 이겼습니다. 그럼 이거 완벽한 승리죠. 완벽한 승리입니다. 그리고 추가로 요 냉기 카드는 뭐냐면 근접 전투 카드의 위력을 1로 만들어주는데 지금 근접 전투가 하나도 없죠. 그래서 굳이 낼 필요 없이 게임을 끝내겠습니다. 이번엔 절대 죽지 않을 거예요. 내가 이럴 줄 알고 데뷔까지 했었는데 젠장. 실수했다. 내가 잠시. 이놈들 다신 실수하지 않으리. 가만히 있어.
Thanks. Don't know how I'll repay you.
Natalis card will do just fine.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you prefer some other? Got a whole array you might like.
I'm in a hurry.
The Natalis card, of course. Here.
자, 깔끔하게 좋은 나탈리스 카드까지 획득했습니다. 이제 빨리 졸탄한테 돌아가면 되겠죠? 자, 졸탄의 퀘스트를 해결해주고 후닥후닥 해결해주고 바로 누구지? 단델라이온 카드로 나중에 그 최고의 주먹인가? 분노의 주먹인가 퀘스트 하려면 여기 또 와야 될 것 같아요. 여기 지금 열심히 싸우고 있죠? 나중에 한번 오겠습니다. 일단은 졸탄에게 가서 퀘스트 완료를 하고 여기도 퀘스트가 있네요. 여기도 매춘부 퀘스트네요. 왜 프리실러 밖에 나와있어? 단델라이온 쫓아냈나?
Zoltan?
Get out.
Got the card, Zoltan.
Ha! Seems we'll make it before the king of beggars buggers can get me. Come on. I arranged to meet the buyer at an old brewery. He'll be delighted to see we've got all the cards.
끝난 게 아닌가? 뭐가 더 있나?
The exchange. We should do it right quick.
Afraid your client might change his mind?
Oh, I'm more likely to. Had so many buyers for these cards, I felt like the belle of the ball.
So the buyer, who is he?
A friend of a friend. Don't know much about him, but he's of Duke's ilk, no doubt about that. You know me, Geralt. I'm not prejudiced against anyone, as long as they pay.
가볼까요?
Ah, at last. I fear the body's gone cold.
What is this?
Your would-be buyer handed us his coin and departed, more or less in that order. Now, the cards, please. I trust obtaining them wasn't too troublesome.
Try it and find out.
You wish me to try? I'm not as foolish as Earl. You ought to know that by now. Get to work, boys. The dwarf I wish to have alive. I must have a chat with him.
Doing it. Geralt, bastards getting away with my coin. Damn it, with our coin. Chase the horse, son. I'll tend to the others.
어디로 가야 되지? 야, 어디로 가야 되는지 알려줘. 아, 저쪽이구나. 오케이, 파이팅! 솔탄. 이게 풀려야 내가 올라가지. 응? 여기 위라고? 여기서 어떻게 더 위로 가지? 아, 여기 있구나. 아니, 불 끄지 말고 게롤트 올라가란 말이야. 그 이놈의 조작감. 무슨 일인가?
Can't understand a word.
아, 오케이 오케이. 이쪽이라고?
Might as well stop.
저기구만. 뭐야, 장난해? 뭐야? 잠겼다고? 자식이. 다 알고 있어. 어? 아니야? 아래라고? 여기가 아니야? 여기 아래라고? 아, 여기구나. 아래로 내려왔어 또? 와, 재빠르다. 빨리. 또 아래야? 그냥 떨어져도 되지 않을까? 여기 인근이라고? 여긴데? 이리 와. 아, 잠겼어. 잠겼는데? 열쇠. 아이, 돌아가. 아, 또 애들 나오겠네. 뭔가 나오겠는데, 이거? 익사체 나오기 딱 좋은 곳인데. 역시! 으악! 잠깐, 난 준비가 되지 않았어. 자식들. 아이, 오, 한 마리 더 왔어. 야, 친구들 초대했나 본데? 오늘 뭐 파티라도 있을 예정이었니? 많이도 왔네. 한꺼번에 떨어지지. 얘들 신경 쓸 시간이 없다. 이리 와.
Leave me, swiving drowners.
You could use a witcher.
Ha ha, highly amusing. If I give you the coin, will you leave me be?
No. Rather make sure this was our last meeting.
아니, 나는
So, you get him? You get the coin?
Yes.
And what about Duke? Finish him off?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's grand. Well, Geralt, what's your preference? Coin or cards? I'd never have managed without you, so you choose. If you want gold, it's not a problem. I'll find another buyer for these cards in a flash.
Kinda curious how the cards might serve me.
Excellent. I'll take the coin to the King of Beggars right away. Surprise the prick.
Good luck, Zoltan.
Thanks, Geralt. And remember, the catfish is the king of the Pontar.
아니, 나는 죽이는 거 말고 카드를 받는 선택지가 있을 줄 알았는데 그냥 죽여버렸네. 자, 어쨌든 퀘스트를 완료했습니다. 퀘스트 잘 완료했고 카바레 퀘스트 이어서 해야죠. 호호, 아주 그냥 단호하게 죽여버렸네요. 하지만 덕분에 카드를 3개나 획득했습니다. 이건 또 뭐야?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. White Wolf, they call you?
You stand accused of offending religious sentiment. We've orders to take you in for interrogation. Surrender your weapons.
This is a misunderstanding. But fine, take them. Though I'll need a receipt. Wouldn't want to lose anything.
Drawing it up for you now.
Remember the preacher who spoke of witches and witchers? A man you humiliated before his faithful. He asked that we administer a sacrament on his behalf. Your last rites.
기억난다. 그 신자. 괜히 칼 줬네. 괜히 줬어, 칼을. 그 신자 제가 예전에 저하고 마법사들을 모욕하고 있길래 좀 이렇게 입으로 혼을 내줬는데 소리가 안 나온다고? 지금도 안 나오나요? 지금도 안 나와요? 안 나와요? 계속 안 나와요? 왜 소리가 안 나오지? 거의? 아니요? 마이크가 뭐 문제가 있나? 소리가 하나도 안 들리나? 소리가 하나도 안 들리나요? 그러네. 오케이, 일단 알았어요. 지금 소리가 안 나온다고 하는 것 같으니까 잠깐 종료를 하고 다시 켜볼게요. 자, 방금 잠깐 사운드 문제가 있었네요. 어쨌든 방금 요 두 녀석은 에 대한 스토리를 잠깐 이야기를 해드리자면, 제가 노비그라드에 들어와서 이터널파이어 교단의 사도라고 해야 돼? 신도라고 해야 돼? 아무튼 교도라고 해야 되나? 아무튼 누군가를 제가 좀 이렇게 모욕을 준 적이 있었죠. 그게 걔 선동을 하고 있는 이터널 교단의 교도였거든요. 그래서 모욕을 좀 줬더니 이렇게 사주를 넣어서 저를 밤에 습격하게 만든 그런 퀘스트가 또 진행이 되네요. 이벤트죠. 퀘스트라기보다는 이벤트가 진행이 되네요. 재밌다. 자, 방금 잠깐 녹음 문제가 있어서 스트리밍을 다시 켰습니다. 그래서 앞서 나온 부분이 혹시 녹음이 안 돼 있더라도 그냥 스토리대로 재미있게 즐겨주시면 감사드리겠습니다. 여기 왜 이렇게 닭들이 죽어있지? 닭달도 있고. 그렇다면 여기도 이 돼지들도 없애줘도 되지 않을까? 라고 생각을 하지만 경비병이 있기 때문에 건드리지 않겠습니다. 그리고 이 친구들은 그래서 저한테 지금 혼쭐을 당했죠? 자, 그럼 가는 길을 계속 가볼까요? 망고님 혹시 소리가 또 안 나오면 말씀해주세요. 왜 그랬지? 감사합니다. 자, 그럼 다시 단델라이온에게 가봅시다. 왜 여기 프린질러가 이렇게 나와있지? 뭔가 설득을 하려고 했던 것 같은데 잘 안 된 것 같네요. 제가 가보겠습니다.
What was that about?
She spat in my face. Or might as well have. Called me a whoremonger and a witless hack. Can you imagine? Wit is my forte.
Gotta say, Priscilla's really growing on me.
Save it.
And why don't you save your pouting? Prove to her she's wrong.
Exactly what I plan to do. I've always dreamed of having my own cabaret. A bit of paint and plaster, and this place will do splendidly. Just one hitch. I need coin. So, if you happen to get a break between drowners and ecamajigs, maybe you can help an old friend out.
How much do you need? Maybe I can lend you the coin.
Thank you, Geralt, but I refuse to take a single crown from you. You know what they say. The fastest way to lose a friend's to loan him some coin. But a favor? That's different.
What kind of favor?
I dated this girl once, Sophronia. That's a name if you can believe it. Has a merchant for a father, importer of spices from Zerrikania. And Daddy Dear would never refuse his daughter Dear a thing. We can borrow the coin from her.
Fine. Tell me what you want. Got a feeling you've a plan all cooked up.
Sophronia could still be holding a grudge after our unfortunate parting. But with a touch of help from you, I know she'll forgive me. And then give me that loan.
What's this help entail?
First of all, we need to borrow a dull sword from Madame Irina, one of her props. You know, the kind they use during performances? Get that, then meet me outside Sophronia's house.
Let's say I agree and go see Madame Irina. What will you be doing in the meantime?
Something I have to finish. But I promise I'll do it before you come back with the sword. Then I'll tell you the rest.
Fine, but...
Geralt, the only butts in this plan will be the ones filling my seats. It'll work, you'll see. Get the sword from Madame Irina and meet me outside Sophronia's at sunset.
거의 막무가내식으로 지금 의뢰를 받아들였죠, 게롤트가. 자, 그래도 뭐 단델라이온이 우기니까. 아이고. 자, 그렇다고 하네요. 일단은 단델라이온을 도와야 하니까 단델라이온이 하는 말대로 해보겠습니다. 마담 이리나에게 가서 소품용 검을 빌려라. 가보죠. 이쪽인 거죠? 이쪽이죠? 오랜만에 왔습니다. 웃기냐? 뭐가 그렇게 웃기지? 마담 이리나 오랜만에 왔습니다. 여기 계시죠?
So good to see you.
Got a request. Need to borrow one of your props. One of the swords you use for stage battles.
Mine? Whatever do you need that for?
I don't know, but Dandelion claims it's essential.
Oh, yes. I suspected Master Dandelion might have a hand in this. I certainly hope you don't aim to compete with me. Well.
Thanks. I'll try not to damage it. So long.
지금은 소리 잘 나오죠? 오케이. 자, 그러면 해가 진 후 소프로니아의 집 근처에서 단델라이온을 만나 봅시다. 소프로니아의 집 근처로 가보죠. 이쪽으로. 비키게. 거기가 어딜까? 소품용 검이라. 단델라이온이 뭔가 장난을 치르는 것 같은데 연기를 하려나? 타코야키님, 이번에 알림 떴나요? 알림이 잘 떴어야 할 텐데.
What's he doing here?
아, 혹시 소리 안 나오면 언제든지 얘기해 주십시오. 참 스트리밍이 쉬운 게 아니군요. 해가 진 후니까 지금은 새벽이니까 아니. 어? 맞네?
Ah, finally made it. Listen, here's the plan. Sophronia loves adventure-filled romance novels. I can be a hero in her eyes if I can just save her from a bandit. I'll have her eating out of my hand, and there's no way she'll begrudge me that loan.
Want me to be the bandit?
Knew you'd see the sense in it right away.
Are you serious? That's your brilliant plan?
I never called it brilliant, but any kind of plan is better than none. Written your lines already,
You've written what?
so you know what to say during the performance. Here, and your mask. Put it on. Sophronia can't recognize you.
But
No time. Sophronia's coming. Stick to the plan. We'll meet at the Rosemary in the morning.
stop right there.
What is this? Help! Save me!
Tremble, flaxen-haired wench. Bow before the Prince of Thieves.
Not so fast. Drop your sword, scoundrel. This is your first and last warning.
Dandelion!
'Tis I, though the scum of the city call me the Crimson Avenger.
No, not the Crimson Avenger.
Silence, vermin! You shall regret the day you were born.
아, 진짜 가소롭다, 가소로워.
I've been hit! Ow!
To the house, quickly! He shan't get us there! Eternal fire, what do you want from us? Leave us be!
This rogue will soon run off. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't chance getting caught by the guards. Would he?
뭐 어쨌든 뭐 저기 단델라이온의 계획대로 잘 스토리가 마무리된 것 같죠? 가봅시다. 자, 가소로운 스토리네. 자, 다시 로즈마리와 타임으로 가서 단델라이온과 얘기를 해볼게요. 오늘도 평화로운 노비그라드. 비명과 울음소리가 끊이지 않죠. 알림이 왔는데 9시에 제가 네 맞아요. 녹음 목소리가 오디오 문제가 있어가지고 껐다가 다시 켰습니다. 왜 이렇게 문제가 많은지.
Old man Newman left me a gift last time. What? He never given me nothing but floppy diddly.
I'd give you a discount for heroic deeds, but the madam, well, you know,
To give, you got to have
나만 단델라이온이 안 보이나? 아, 아침에 만나자고 했지? 아, 그렇지. 지금이 아침인데? 이거 아침이지 뭐. 잠깐만, 그럼 7시쯤에 만나보자. 됐네.
What are you doing? Not enough time already.
Nay, just hopped out for a smoke.
You still arguing?
there's been a misunderstanding. You're here too early.
We agreed to meet today, so we've come today. Supplies are all hauled in and the crew's raring to work. We'll start just as soon as our lovely directress gets round to deciding on the decoration.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will. At any rate, he's working on it.
See, it's all peachy. So will you finally decide what style you want for this interior?
Why are you asking me?
Well, the lovely lady seems to be having a hard time deciding. And Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style and theatre decor, but that he'd let us know just as soon as we arrived. Now we're here, but no decision's been made. And the lady's horribly surprised she's to choose. Though apparently this whole renovation's for her sake.
For me?
Well, it's not for me. Now, would you please decide where I bust a vessel?
I've no idea what Dandelion would like. Get on. You've known him longer. Say something.
Sure, I've known him longer, but he's never so much as changed his socks for me. Never mind commissioning a full-blown renovation. He's doing this for you, clearly. You should decide.
I associate boudoirs with a feminine elegance that also has an edge. Claws, you might say. That fits a cabaret perfectly.
A wonderful choice it is. At last. Gentlemen, you're done lollygagging. Get to work.
Well, guess this cabaret's the real thing.
Ever since Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action. And so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now. You'll have to keep an eye on the business. Who would have known?
Despite what people say about him, Dandelion approaches life very rationally.
True enough. Adheres to the principle that a life enjoyed is a life well lived.
You needn't mock.
I'm not. I mean that. Nothing wrong with the principle. Dandelion just knows how to enjoy life. It's a good thing.
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time, and he's never missed a performance.
Sure hope your opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
Well, he said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. She's missed the last few rehearsals. I certainly hope he's not gotten into trouble.
Anything's possible with Dandelion. Let me see if I can't find him.
I'd give you a discount.
자, 요거 카메라에 대한 디자인은
You know.
프리실라였나? 프리실라에게 맡기고 단델라이온을 아침에 만나기로 했는데 여기서 단델라이온이 찾아오지를 않았죠. 그래서 지금 도대체 단델라이온이 약속을 안 지키고 어디 있는지 찾아봐야겠습니다. 어디 있나? 여기 있다.
What's the ruckus about?
Polly and her half-brained fiancé. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town who knows anything about choreography, and that lummox won't let her work for me. Hold on. What are you doing here? We were gonna meet at the Rosemary.
We were, but you didn't show. Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing.
Priscilla started worrying about me? That's so nice.
Less for her than for you, I'm sure. So let's get back.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We've gotta help Polly. Why do beautiful women always end up with such dicks?
No idea. Stand back. I'll break the door down.
Wait! Do we have to destroy her house? She keeps a spare key around here somewhere.
Fine. Let's find the key.
단델라이온 퀘스는 매번 느끼지만 뭔가 말이 많아. 빨리 찾아야겠다. 이거 다 얻어버리고 요거죠?
The key.
빨리 움직이자, 베롤트. 가자.
Whoa! What the devil's this? Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed.
But I'm not your property.
I love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa, slow down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding. One I can clear up in the blink of an eye.
Shove your excuses up your ass. Sod off, or I'll split your skull.
My friend asked you nicely, so please be courteous in return and hear him out, or we'll settle this another way.
All right, talk.
Hubio, right? Polly's told me so much about you. She said you're erudite and have an open mind.
You said that? Well, there's a truth to it. My mind's the open salt, but its open saltedness ends when my betrothed starts wagging her ass around brothels. Get out of here, both of yous. Polly's not going anywhere.
Let him finish. There's no brothel involved.
You see, friend, Geralt just hit the nail on the head. For what you have there is the old publicity placard.
Old?
Very. From a time when my establishment was under different management. I, however, would never let any indecency take place in my cabaret. My very reputation precludes it.
So, what's all this about?
Your betrothed is a first-class artiste, and I want to offer her a position worthy of her talents. She's to be my choreographer, and that in turn means she'll receive a share of the proceeds from every performance she choreographs.
You mean to say... coin?
And fame. No flirting required. You have my word.
Oh. Suppose... in that case...
I knew you'd agree.
It's settled then. See you at the Rosemary, Polly.
Well, I'm off.
I'll catch up to you. Whew. Never expected that to go so well.
You handled it well, Dandelion. Man was putty in your hands once you called him erudite.
In negotiation, as in combat, the key is to find your opponent's weak spot and exploit it to the hilt.
So, time to head back?
I've still got to stop by Rotlick's. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Hubio came across the old version. Plowing artists got some serious explaining to do.
I'll go see Rotlick. You head back to the Rosemary, or Priscilla will have my head.
Really? You'd go?
No, said that for the hell of it. Tell me where he lives.
Portside.
See you soon.
아이고, 게롤트가 또 어쩌다가 퀘스트를 받아버렸네. 가보죠. 우리의 친구 단델라이온을 위해서 또 전단지를 찾아줘야죠. 가봅시다. 로플렉을 찾아서 플래카드를 받자. 노비그라드로 말하자면 이 근처 나라들의 딱 중간 지점에 있고 항구 도시입니다. 이쪽이 아니구나. 그래서 상당한 무역이 활발한 무역이 이루어지는 그런 도시라고 할 수 있죠. 자유도시라는 특성답게 현재 잠시만요. 일단 들어가서 스토리를 진행하고 말씀드릴게요.
Looking for Rotlick.
You ain't alone. Damn halfling's in debt to half the city, but I'm here to scrape mine for the carcass is picked clean.
There's not enough for everyone, so bugger off. Feeding time's first come, first served.
You're not gonna rob him.
Strange, don't recall asking your permission. Get him, Fred! You'll regret this, mutant.
한 놈씩인가? 왜 다른 애는 안 덤비지? 그럼 난 고맙고요. 우와! 이제 덤비네. 왜 아까는 안 덤비고 이제 덤비냐? 죄송합니다.
Come on, come closer.
반격해야겠다. 아이고 왜? 야 피하고. 야 2대1은 너무 어렵다. 그냥 무기 쓰면 안 돼? 이 자식아. 덤벼. 한 놈씩 이 자식아 덤비지 마라. 야 나 음식도 못 먹고 포션도 못 마시고 2대1로 이렇게 싸워야 돼? 너무 어려운데? 휴. 야 이거 죽겠는데? 야 피해. 시야 확보 피해주고 시야 확보 막아주고 피해주고 피하고 아니야 안 움직여 갑자기 안 움직여. 한 놈 먼저 보내고 한 놈 먼저 보낼게요. 한 놈만. 오케이 이제 1대1다. 덤벼. 1대1은 자신 있지. 안 맞았다 이놈아.
Tell me what you want, damn it!
Placards.
There ain't no ploughing placards here.
And Rodlick, where's he?
Same place as always. Vegal Bud Estate, losing his last crowns at the races.
See? Wasn't that easy? Could have said so right away.
야 그냥 NPC이지만 여기서는 그냥 NPC 사실상 여긴 괴물보다 사람이 더 어려울 때가 많아요. 야 여기서 이러고 있을 거야? 어서 꺼져. 난 물 마실 거니까. 어디 보자. 사실상 보스급 몬스터들보다 사람이 더 어려운 경우가 있습니다. 그게 거의 뭐 벨붕 수준의 설정이라고 할까? 위쳐지만 이런 일반 도적들한테 아주 쉽게 질 수 있다는 그런 설정이 있죠. 죽음의 행군에선 그게 더 두드러집니다. 일단 아이템은 다 챙겼고 찾아야 될 게 여기서 찾아야 될 건 없구나. 오케이. 베겔버드 영지에서 로플렉에게 말을 걸면 되겠네. 여기 로플렉이 없으니까 여기서도 뭐 얻을 건 없고요. 베겔버드 영지로 가야 되는구나. 멀리도 가야 되네. 가보죠. 그래 맞아. 노비그라드가 자유의 도시인 만큼 이름처럼 사실상 르다니아 왕국의 그런 일종의 말하자면 통치를 받고 있긴 한데 크게 영향을 주진 못한다고 해요. 사실상 여기를 다스리고 있는 거는 4대 세력, 뭐 이렇게 거지 세력도 있고 저기 뭐야 어디니 사생아 주니어 그쪽 세력도 있고 아무튼 여기 4개 주된 세력이 있는데 누구냐 딕스트라 세력도 있고요. 아무튼 그런 4대 세력이 사실상 실세고 그래서 어떤 왕국의 영향도 크게 받지 않는다고 해요. 그런 도시가 바로 노비그라드입니다. 그래서 노비그라드에 가보면은 엘프, 드워프, 하플링, 뭐 사람 이렇게 굉장히 다양한 인종들이 살고 있어요. 근데 최근에는 마법사를 탄압하는 그런 일련의 정책이 있어가지고 그 정책 때문에 마법을 사용하는 사람뿐만 아니라 다른 종족까지도 인종까지도 박해를 좀 받고 있죠. 다 왔다. 누가 로플렉입니까?
You Rodlick?
Henri Rotlick, artist, painter, debtor, and martyr to my art. At your service.
Dandelion sent me.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away. Yet, alas, I cannot fetch them, as a group of angry creditors has seized my home.
Think I might have run into one of them.
Then you know my predicament. And now, Count de Louverton has offered me the chance to win it all back, and to wager on a race.
Generous. Not just anybody could afford to do that.
De Louverton is not just anybody. He's Duke Sam's youngest son. Sam of the well-known family of gem dealers. One debt more or less makes little difference to him.
What's there to worry about? This is your chance to settle up, get a clean slate.
We've had a spell of bad luck lately. Should I agree to the Louverton's offer and lose, I shall be in bondage to him for all time.
Let me pay off your debt. No strings attached.
Thank you. I never expected this. May I ask to what I owe this generosity?
Let's just say I like to do a good deed from time to time. Can we get those placards now?
I'll bring them to the Rosemary in time, just as soon as I settle my obligations.
Fine. See you there.
뭐 지금 저에게는 200크라운은 그렇게 큰 돈이 아니기 때문에 저 친구의 여기 달리면 안 된다. 미안합니다. 경주 중이었구나. 200크라운 정도는 사용할 수 있죠. 200크라운을 쓰지 않고 또 퀘스트를 이어서 진행하느니 시간을 아끼는 게 저한텐 이득인 것 같아서 질렀습니다. 아니 잠깐만, 이렇게 돌아갈 게 아니라 표지가 어디 있더라? 표지로 가면 되잖아. 어차피 표지로 가는 길이 저기였구나. 돈이 있다면 돈으로 시간을 사는 것이 현명한 선택이죠. 그렇지 않나요? 돈이 없으니까 어쩔 수 없이 시간을 쓰는 거지. 자, 어디로 가야 되죠? 단델라이온이 있는 곳으로 로즈마리와 타임으로 가겠습니다. 뭔가 분위기가 많이 달라졌죠? 처음에 여기 왔을 때는 약간 조금 선정적인 느낌이 없잖아 있었는데 분위기가 많이 바뀌었어요. 좀 더 활기를 되찾았죠? 약간 조금 더 캐주얼해지고.
Well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
No, not all. But I'd imagine something more, more theatrical.
Don't you like it? But I thought a boudoir would be right in line with your tastes.
Oh, you chose it. Well, I'm not saying it's bad, just different. Not exactly what I'd envisaged. Now that I think about it, you're absolutely right. A boudoir's the perfect setting for a cabaret. What about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary in Time wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it all round.
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
Why not?
That's my boy.
또 안 받아주면 좀
The
그쵸?
foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking.
He's all right.
And she say anything about me?
She said something that made me think she's not entirely normal.
What?
That you're responsible, got your feet planted firmly on the ground.
You're pulling my leg.
Not this time. One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Oh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from the Cloak and the Dagger.
You mean you didn't...
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am? She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time, you know.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Master Dandelion! Priscilla, she's...
What? Speak, man.
She's badly, been attacked. They took her to Vulmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course. Let's go.
Gods. Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable. Beg your pardon, but you are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
So this was no ordinary attack, no robbery.
Clearly not. It was the act of a demented mind, and not its first.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week, a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this. Find him and kill him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied. Doing so could very well provide some clues. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him. Not unlike a tumor.
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers? Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemmelfart himself.
Thanks.
요건 못 참죠.
You lead.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Think. Hear that?
뭐야?
Been hearing it for a while.
여기도 있어? 에이, 죽어라. 너도 죽어라. 왜 이렇게 동작이 느려진 것 같지? 에이, 물할망구가 있네? 할망구는 빨리 없애야 돼. 야! 나이스. 차차, 아이템도 주워주고. 가시게, 아저씨. 뭐야, 누가 더 있어? 더 있네? 있어 보시게. 여기 아이템 있는지 보고 처리를 하겠네. 야이! 야. 자. 불맛이 더 나으려나? 너희들은 불에 약하지? 그럼 불이다. 불이다.
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Troberet. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
내가 지금 잘 가고 있는 게 맞나? 아저씨가 안 따라오는 게 내가 지금 가고 있잖아요. 제가 가고 있는 건가? 아닌 것 같은데. 아무리 봐도. 잘 가고 있는 게 맞나 보네요.
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
자, 여기서 퀘스트가 유격제로 바뀌었습니다. 여기가 영안실이구나.
Human, wrong body type. Let's keep looking.
영안실이 아닌 것 같은데? 영안실이 아니고 여기 그냥 시체 보관소인가 보다. 부검하는 곳. 부검소라고 하나요?
Of course. Yes. What is it?
Looks like necrophages got to this one.
뭐를 더 조사해야 되지? 이걸 조사해야 되는구만. 술밖에 없네. 불 먹는 사람의 일기. 문이 너무 많은데? 이것도 조사해야 되나?
This isn't it.
이게 아니고 아니라고 하죠? 뭐 조사해야 되는 것이 아니 부검을 해야 돼서 이렇게 뭐 이렇게 알코올이 맞나? 이것도 아닌 것 같고요.
But of course. Yes. What is it?
이쪽 길도 아니고 그러면 여기죠? 저기 시체가 있네요.
That's gotta be him.
This one's a she. Remember, beards are no indicator of gender amongst dwarves.
Let's keep looking.
그렇구나. 드워프는 수염으로 성별을 구분할 수 없군요.
Dwarf, but the hands. Not a carpenter's. A banker's more likely.
자, 여기 또 있네요.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, Heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision, but the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience?
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him. See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
Mm-hmm. And a different sense of humor. His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
Right. Never mind. All right. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
Sure of one thing. This was punishment.
Even the witch hunters don't engage in this kind of torture. What sin could possibly merit it?
Only the murderer knows that. And it's the key to finding him. Or her. It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted. Drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, Your Reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As Your Reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why do you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the eternal fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well.
Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer, delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job. Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
자, 단서를 몇 개 찾았습니다. 이제 위쳐 센스를 이용해서 프리실라가 공격당한 골목을 수색해 보기로 하죠. 여기가 제일 가깝나요? 그건 아니네요. 하지만 어쨌든 이거부터 해보겠습니다. 가봅시다. 프리실라가 당했던 골목을 수색해 보겠습니다.
What's that frown about?
여긴가? 이쪽인가? 여기 위인가? 거의 다 왔죠? 오, 여기 뭐가 있네. 확실히 뭐가 있어. 있구만.
Breezier. This time of year. I know that smell. Formaldehyde.
That him. How am I to know? Watch him, see what he does.
쟤네 뭐 하는 거지? 나 지금 할 게 많은데. 우려하는 시민의 설교. 기억하십시오, 좋은 시민들이여. 화염이 만들어낸 빛은 모든 어두움을 살고 거짓을 밝혀내며 모든 무가치하고 방탕한 영혼들을 드러냅니다. 모습을 바꾸는 도플러들이나 거리를 걷는 여자들뿐 아니라 남자들도 그들이 가진 매력으로 혼란시켜 사람들을 속이는 데 능숙한 마녀들, 소설리스트들마저도 그 빛 앞에는 숨을 수 없습니다. 그러니 위험하고 부도덕한 마법 지식을 버리고 단정함 뒤에 여러분의 몸을 숨겨 부정한 생각들을 물리십시오. 이터널파이어는 여러분을 위해 모든 겨울과 죄인들을 틀어낼 것입니다. 그렇지 않으면 여러분 역시 그 화면에 불탈 것입니다. 우려하는 시민. 이 사람이 한 행각인 것 같죠? 아무래도. 그리고 저건 뭐야? 아, 저 친구들은 갑자기 왜 덤비는 걸까요? 엥? 나 무기 뭐야 이거? 언제 바뀌었지? 다시 찾겠습니다. 찾고 친구들이여, 칼을 꺼내게. 칼을 꺼내게. 칼이 없는가? 그렇다면 죽어야지. 니네가 먼저 덤볐잖아. 니네가 먼저 덤볐잖아.
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down. I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give her pouring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Of course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally, we'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
잘 해결된 것 같죠? 조사하는 도중에 갑자기 빈민들이 덮쳐서 무슨 상황인가 했는데 아이고 오디오가 꼬였네.
Murderer fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way.
이쪽으로 달려갔다.
Trail ends here. Strange. Even I couldn't jump this wall.
너무 높은데? 여길 뛰어 넘어갔다고? 확실한 건 미쳐도 뛰어넘을 수 없는 벽을 뛰어넘었다는 거는 이 살인자가 결코 평범한 존재는 아니라는 거죠. 자, 그러면 여기까지 확인을 했으니까 다음으로 목각사가 죽었던 장소를 가볼까요? 바로 옆이네? 이쪽으로 들어가는 건가? 아닌데? 여긴데? 여기 문 못 여나?
Anyone home? Begone, or I'll sick me hounds on ye. Molly, Strige, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid much, lie down. Come on in. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss and burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze, and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claim not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. The Novigrad folk give bleeding orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. What do they care about some dwarf?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf, craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her?
Know where I can find her, this dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Fine, we've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
자, 조사를 해볼까요?
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones.
오호.
Murderer dragged something heavy. Dragged something across the floor. Statues. Or dragged it from one wall to the other.
아이고, 오디오가 꼬였다. 오디오가 꼬였어. 똑같은 게 있네요. 기억하십시오. 아까 읽었으니까 패스하겠습니다.
Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. but I'll open it for you if you want.
빨리 열어주게. 들어가 봅시다.
More blood stains, but not near enough to say he bled to death.
냄새가.
Somebody got rid of the blood. Doubt Fabian stains behind.
아, 또 어디가 또 꼬였네. 게롤트, 말을 할 때는 멈추지 말고 바로바로 해주게.
Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
자, 이것도 있죠? 이것도 조사할 것 같은데.
Eyes, humanoid, completely rotten.
자, 다 지금 확인을 한 것 같죠? 이제 여기서 확인할 수 있는 단서는 모두 확인했고, 장의사 유스타스를 찾아가 보겠습니다. 유사인종의 것이다. 유사인종. 그리고 게롤트가 뛰어넘을 수 없는 벽을 뛰어넘을 정도의 점프력, 신체 능력을 가지고 있다는 거죠.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
비켜보시게. 희생자가 하나 더 생겼다고? 이게 무슨 일이야? 문이 닫혀있지 않나? 여기가 아닌가? 어딘가? 잠깐만, 내가 어딘지 제대로 듣지 못한 것 같은데. 어디로 가야 하는 것인가? 유스타스에게 말을 걸자. 검시관에게 말을 걸자. 유스타스가 어딨어? 아, 여기구나.
You Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue.
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No eyes, no heart, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
You search Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets, made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you a tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Talk. What did you find on him?
I as you wish. Triflings, baubles, gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town. Oi, fucking hell! What was that for?
For everything.
속이 시원하죠? 자, 검시관한테 가봅시다. 검시관에게 알려줘야죠.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
잠깐. 저장을 한번 하고. 카바레. 오케이. 지금은 소리 잘 들리죠? 혹시 오디오 소리 잘 들리나요? 제가 계속 말하고 있는데 아까처럼 안 들리는 경우가 생기지 않았으면 좋겠습니다. 자, 가볼까요?
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you, especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter, and I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment. Made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even went to her estate once with... Gotta find her, now.
베겔버드 영지로 저 멀리 있는 곳으로 가야 되네. 요리스 아퀴너스 시체에서 찾은 편지. 패트리시아 베겔버드. 가봅시다. 경주를 했던 경마장 그 근처였죠? 거기 자주 가네. 어디로 가야 되지? 요 근처에 있는 표지를 찾아서 가볼까요? 여기로. 여기. 표지로 가서 빠르게 이동을 해보겠습니다. 이렇게 벽도 오를 수 있는데 위쳐는 떨어지 낙사하는 거 아니겠지? 굴러! 그렇지. 이러면 한 번에 빠르게 올 수 있죠? 자, 베겔버드 영지로 가보겠습니다. 밀바스로. 하하, 베겔버드 영지로 가자. 유격죄. 왜 유격죄지? 한자가 뭔지 궁금한데? 육체 유괴. 욕망의 요괴. 죄악의 죄인가? 육체의 욕망에 대한 죄인가? 원문이 뭔지 궁금하네요. 나중에 영어로도 한번 봐야겠습니다. 여기죠? 거의 다 왔습니다. 어잉? 열어줘!
What do you want?
Need to talk to Patricia Vegelbud.
You think any bum off the street can...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in, I'll throw my ass out the door.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it. I'll take you to Lady Vegelbud. Just no trickery. Understand?
Oh, Geralt. What a pleasant surprise.
Not pleasant at all. I gotta see your mother. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now. I saw Mother this morning. She seemed sad, true, but in perfect health.
I'm hunting a serial killer, and I've got reason to believe your mother will be his next victim.
Why, even if it's true, our gods.
He's exceptionally cruel when he kills, tortures his victims, cuts out their hearts. So let's see how she is, just in case.
I find this all very hard to believe, but you appear to be quite serious. Please, follow me.
그렇지. 누구라도 이 소식을 갑자기 뜬금없이 들으면은
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember? In fact,
당황하겠지.
she's in the midst of a crisis of faith.
지금 얘기할 시간이 없습니다. 부인, 빨리 들어가야 해요. 여기 아닌가?
Uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books in
여기 아니에요?
gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
여기 맞죠? 빨리 말할 시간이 아니에요 지금. 없어요 지금. 빨리. 사람 이거 아주 여유가 넘치는구만. 어머님이 지금 위급하다는데. 아니.
Hear that? Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
We should go in, just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests.
He ran out the other door! Catch him!
어디야? 어딨어 어딨어. 비켜 멍멍이들 비켜. 야 멍멍이들 비켜. 야 멍멍이들 비켜라.
Spread out! Murderer's still here!
달려 달려 게로드 달려. 지금 달려야지.
There he is! Get him!
비켜 이놈들아. 너 아니야 나 아니야 지금. 어디 갔어? 비켜. 달려 달려. 어디 갔어? 살인자 어디 갔어? 살인자 어디 갔지? 아이 놓쳤잖아. 나 아니라고. 나 아니라고 횟집이 아니라고. 저쪽이다 저쪽이다. 아닌데 여기 아닌데? 뭐야 끝났어? 나 얘네 싸워야 돼? 아 싸워야 되네. 나 아니라고.
Halt! Or I'll put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once! Mother! Why did he do this to her? Why?
Because she blasphemed the eternal fire. Only thing that ties her to the other victims. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body. A note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well. But you should be on your own. I do not wish to see her in this state. I do not wish to remember her like that. And let her be the last victim. Please.
Bruises. There it is. Sweet Nettie. Crippled Kate's. Growing bolder. Not just the name, but the place too. Won't get away this time.
저 편지는 가져가야 될 것 같은데. 이렇게 안 보이게 가져가겠습니다. 아이고 저런. 똑같은 편지죠. 이 살인자를 가만두지 않겠어. 쓸모없는 경비병들. 누가 봐도 난 살인자가 아닌 것처럼 보이는데. 먼저 달려가는 보지도 않고 뒤쫓아가는 나를 붙잡아 세우다니. 다 해고해야 돼 이거. 뭐 한 거야 여기 애들. 이 보초가 이렇게 많으면 뭐 합니까? 어느 하나 제대로 잡는 애가 없는데. 자, 저는 그러면 계속 가보겠습니다. 노비그라드 쪽으로. 귀여운 네티가 다음 희생자죠. 아, 여기 다행히 여기 있네. 다행이다. 이렇게 가까운 곳에 있었구나. 아이고, 이걸 이제 발견했네. 귀여운 네티가 이쪽에 있는 것 같군요. 그럼 이쪽으로 가서 어느 쪽이지? 여기다. 빨리 가보겠습니다. 오늘 스켈리게 가야 되는데 스켈리게 가기는커녕 거의 무슨 노비그라드에서 열심히 이 연쇄살인만 추적하다 끝나겠구만. 그래도 우리 스켈리게는 꼭 한번 가봅시다. 잠깐만, 나 지금 잘못 가고 있죠? 다 왔습니다. 여기 아닌데? 문이 어딨어? 여기 있다.
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a very important client. Do not disturb them.
아, 또 불안한데. 이거 조금 요것도 여차하면은 스킵하겠습니다. 요거 약간 선정적인 장면이 나올 것 같거든요. 여차하면 빨리빨리 싹싹싹 넘기겠습니다. 스토리는 비슷합니다. 또 누군가가 살인을 꾸미고 있겠죠? 오호.
Yet again you disturb me, and I so dislike being disturbed. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
First, gotta tell me why you do it.
For pleasure, satisfaction.
Achievable with whores in a lot of ways, many traditional. Doesn't take killing them, trust me.
Who said anything about killing? I could stop at a few burns. 3rd degree, but still. This rosy skin will roast quite well.
Just can't listen to any more of this shit.
No one's forcing you to, mutant.
야, 잠깐만. 칼을 왜 이렇게 늦게 꺼내? 피해. 똑같이 불로 지져주마. 레벨이 올랐네. 얘한테서 뭐가 있을 텐데 분명. 아무것도 없네.
You're free now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If not for you.
Oh.
He asked if I did everything, and I said, for the right price, of course. And then he smiled. Oh, God, it gave me the shivers. And then he hit me so hard I passed out. I was bound when I came to. And he was hitting the poker in the fire.
Calm down. He won't hurt you anymore. He won't hurt anyone.
자, 어쨌든 끝난 건가? 자, 뭔가 지금 단서를 제대로 얻지 못한 것 같은데 느낌이. 1회차 때 제 기억이 1회차 때 이 친구를 죽였던 기억이 없거든요. 1회차 때 이 친구를 죽였던 기억이 없는데, 하하, 이거 참 뭔가 좀 찝찝한데, 뭔가 단서를 얻지 못한 기분이죠. 자, 그렇다면 일단은 단델라이온에게 프리실라의 상태가 어떤지 물어보러 가겠습니다. 너무 먼데? 여기로 가자. 아, 똑같겠구나. 그냥 가자. 말도 안 와. 우리 로치는 이젠 불러도 오지 않아요. 달리자, 게롤트. 저기 건너갈 수 있는 다리가 있겠지? 비켜! 여기서 이쪽으로. 거의 다 왔습니다. 수염은 안 깎아도 되겠지? 아직은 자라지 않은 것 같으니까. 자, 이쪽이거든요. 단델라이온에게 상태를 물어봐야죠. 여기 위로. 알아라? 알아라? 어허.
How's
Better, right?
Yes.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. For me and Priscilla.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Brockamon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor Von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday. For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Calinetta. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion. On stage and off.
호. 유격주 퀘스트가 끝났습니다.
Yes, Geralt?
Found and killed the murderer. It was Nathaniel. Caught him red-handed at Kate's. He was just about to cut into his next victim. Innkeeper wanted to keep me out. Important customer, he said.
I thought nothing could surprise me in Novigrad. Seems I was wrong. Deeply wrong. Thank you, Geralt. Were it not for you, this would never have ceased.
Farewell.
호호, 특이하네. 어쨌든 마무리가 잘 된 거겠죠? 왜냐면 제가 1회차 했을 때는 방금 그 이상한 게이 같은 친구가 최종 보스가 아니었거든요? 어쨌든 잘 해결이 됐다고 하니 다행입니다. 특이하네. 또 다르게 끝나네요. 이게 또 재밌네. 자, 좀 궁금하신 분은 또 1회차 플레이를 봐주시면은 진짜 보스가 누군지 알 수 있거든요. 이렇게 또 알아보시는 것도 한번 찾아봐 주시면 또 감사드리겠습니다. 여기 이렇게도 끝나는구나. 어허, 재밌다. 자, 그러면 다음 부가 퀘스트로 가보겠습니다. 실마리를 찾아서. 아주 흥미로운 퀘스트죠.
Don't like folk wandering around here.
Oh, yeah? Well, got a beast you need someone to get rid of? I'm here about the notice.
Supervisor Lund posted it. Yeah, a beast haunts the outskirts, murdering folk. Got 'em scared to leave their homes after dusk.
Like to talk to this supervisor.
Too bad he don't receive petitioners.
So what's he do exactly?
Delivers relief on behalf of the city council, flour and groats for the paupers, meaning he don't do it personally. He's got men for that. He himself,
Supervises.
Exactly.
I aim to hunt down this monster.
Best hurry then, some other bloke's already after it.
Who took the contract?
Didn't see the man. Was just told some brave fool turned up.
Any eyewitnesses to these attacks?
No, just the bodies. Beast appears only at night. Chooses isolated victims.
When did you find the last victim?
Just last night. Hubert, a beggar, but a decent man. I'd let him sleep in the shed from time to time. That one on the right. Eustace hasn't come for the corpse yet. It's lying in there where I found it.
Thanks. So long.
자, 위쳐 센스로 지금 들어갈 수는 없으니까 위쳐 센스로 범죄 현장을 한번 찾아보겠습니다. 여기죠. 야, 너 들어가야 되나? 아니, 지금 아니, 여기가 아닌가? 여기가 맞는 것 같은데. 저기 있다. 발자국이 남아있죠?
Not the marks of a garcane or a flutter.
발자국을 따라가 보겠습니다.
Place my hope in the eternal fire.
Gotta find me some work.
뭐야, 왜 위로 올라가?
Devil's dick, every man jack of you.
다시 내려오네.
Seems like it had lost some strength. Was sneaking along the shoreline. Blood, but not human. Monster was wounded.
이쪽 방향으로. 저 아래 있다. 아래 표시가 떠 있네. 그렇다면 이쪽으로 넘어갔다는 건데. 아닌가? 저기 있다. 여기 있죠? 물론 아이템 말고요. 흔적이 여기 남아있죠? 있다. 조사. 이쪽으로 들어가는구나. 뭐야. 잠깐만요. 갑자기 싸운다고 이렇게? 나 아직 마음의 준비도 안 됐는데? 자, 쟤는 저기죠? 뱀파이어 일종이죠? 뱀파이어 기름 발라주고, 검은 피도 한 모금 마셔주고, 그 다음에 서큐버스, 에키마라 하나, 서큐버스 하나, 그 다음에 요거 악령탕약 마셔주면은 방어가 안정적으로 되죠. 요것도 체력 회복이 되는데 일단 요건 패스하고, 요거까지 마셔주면 86. 더 이상 못 마셔. 자, 싸워보겠습니다. 그리고 이르덴 하나 써주면 좋죠. 녀석의 움직임을 방해할 수 있습니다. 이거나 먹어라.
Greetings, Lambert.
Damn, it's good to see you, Wolf.
Decide to do some hunting in Novigrad? For as I remember, you never liked this city.
Still don't. Thing is, I got a certain matter to take care of.
What have you been up to? Any luck on the path?
A lot, in fact. Quite the takings in Lan Exeter. Was asked to hunt down a giant who turned out to be a forest troll, and some bandits.
Bandits?
Came as a package with the troll.
The matter you mentioned. Anything I can help with?
Maybe. But we'll talk about that later. Got a reward to collect. I'm kinda in a hurry. Let's say you've earned half. What the hell?
Let's go.
So?
What do you think? We did what we had to do. Time to pay up.
Wait here, I'll go see the supervisor, get your reward.
Do that ourselves. No reason you should abandon your post.
Can't argue with reason. Go on in.
We dealt with the monster at the docks. Here for our reward.
Witches? Since when do you travel in pairs?
A lot of dangers lie in wait for a lone witcher. Bandits, for example.
I advise you to change your tone.
Where's Yad Karadin? Talk.
Lambert, calm down.
Trust me, Geralt, this is important. There's something I gotta know.
I do not know any Caradin. Take your coin for the before and bugger off, before I lose my temper.
Where's Yad Caradin? Asking you for the last time.
Guards! To the dungeon with them!
아이고 썽술머리 하고는. 야 이르덴이 아니잖아. 한 대 맞으시고, 한 대 더 맞으시고. 지금부터 시작입니다. 한 대, 두 대, 세 대. 잘 쳐냈는데? 이것도 쳐내보시지. 가보죠. 램버트를 따라 가봐야 될 것 같습니다.
This guy's more trouble than the Ekimara.
Caradin's disappeared, I swear. The others too. I only know of Vienne.
What about Vienne?
She drinks at the Seven Cats. There day and night.
See? You can be helpful.
That was murder. Was that really necessary?
Yes. More guardsmen will show soon. Let's go. Meet me at the Seven Cats. Tell you everything there.
The Tavern Vienne frequents?
Yeah, see you later.
자, 일곱 고양이로 가봐야죠. 허허, 지금 상황이 어떻게 되는 건지 전혀 감이 안 오는데. 일단 크라운 하나씩 챙기고 돈을 챙겨야 되니 지금 돈을 전혀 받지 못했죠. 가봅시다. 일곱 크라운, 일곱 고양이 여관으로. 찬찬찬. 이쪽인가? 일곱 고양이 여관 근처에서 램버트를 만나. 램버트는 게롤트와 같이 늑대 교단에 속한 위쳐입니다. 처음에 튜토리얼 진행할 때 시네마틱 영상에서도 나오죠. 시리 어린 시절 영상이 나올 때도 옆에 램버트가 있었죠. 위쳐들은 보통은 단독적으로 행동을 하기 때문에 뭐 이렇게 팀을 이루는 경우가 거의 없습니다. 오늘 이 퀘스트를 진행하면서 램버트를 우연히 만났죠, 지금 게롤트가.
Alright, high time you explained some things. Why'd you kill Lund? What's this all about?
Want the short version or the long one?
Let me hear the whole thing.
I had a friend. Aiden was his name.
You had a friend?
Oh, fucking hilarious. I met him soon after I'd accepted a contract to lift the curse from the Ogre of Elander. Aiden had been hired to kill it. He was a witcher from the School of the Cat.
Far as I remember, the ogre was killed in the end.
Yeah. After it gutted my employer, we really didn't have a choice. I cut a deal with Aiden. We joined forces, split the reward for killing the ogre between us. After that, we worked together a lot. Hands down the best man I'd ever met. I mean, I like you, you know that. Still, no comparison.
What happened to him?
Some time ago, Aiden took on a contract to lift a curse off a duke's daughter. It was a political mess from the start. Then there was hatred for the School of the Cat to deal with.
They worked hard to deserve that hate. Basically turned hired assassins.
Aiden wasn't like that. Anyway, some of the Duke's courtiers had designs. Weren't at all keen on the curse being lifted from the Duke's firstborn. So a band of trained assassins ambushed Aiden. Murdered him. Our dear supervisor was one of them.
And Yad Caradin?
The assassin's leader. And the one to deal the mortal blow.
Sorry about your friend.
Don't need your sympathy. Just your help. We have to talk to Vienne. Must have had enough to drink by now. Let's go.
Vienne.
What do you want?
We want to see Yad Karadin.
Now, why would I help you?
It's really important to my friend here.
And what will I get out of it?
Pay for your beer, for starters. Then we'll see how valuable your information is.
I was part of Karadin's band, but when was that? I don't know where to find him. I've fallen out with a lot. Besides, he's no longer chummy with his old mates. Word around town is he's changed.
Karadin's changed? What do you mean?
He's dropped all his old connections. Stopped taking on petty killings. He's hidden himself away in some hole. Must be planning something big.
Who else was in Karadin's band?
Aside from me, Sleaze, Hammond and Lund, but they've scattered all over the world. Sleaze went to Tretigor, Hammond to Skellige, and Lund...
Lund's dead.
Finally met his match. Well, you've only Hammond or Sleaze to talk to then.
This, Sleaze. Where can we find her?
She's done well for herself. Runs a brothel in Tretigor, the kind rich men frequent. Whores suck information out of them. Then she sells it.
Name of this brothel?
The Black Lily. Sleaze always did have horrible taste.
We need information about Hammond.
Karadin's right-hand man once. When the band broke up, he went back to Pharaoh whence he had come. He's a pirate now. Even the Jarls treat him with respect.
What about you? What's your story?
Scoia'tael. Unit was decimated, so I joined Karadin. They never treated me as an equal. No. I could hit a sparrow from 100 paces. But I was never good enough for Karadin. He always preferred that cunt Sleaze.
You have a hand in the murder of the Witcher Aiden?
Perhaps. I don't remember.
Satisfied?
She doesn't know anything. We need to talk to Hammond and Sleaze.
Don't go looking for Karadin. If he senses you nipping at his heels, he'll kill you without batting an eye.
We'll see. As for you...
No, Lambert.
Right. Better to leave her like this.
What about my coin? Arseholes.
You gotta help me, Geralt. Best thing will be to split up. You sail to Skellige. Try to squeeze something out of Hammond. I'll go to Tretigor and meet with Sleaze.
Where'll we meet once I'm back?
At the Nowhere Inn.
All right, I'm off. Good luck.
오, 날씨가 왜 이래? 자, 페로로 가서 한몬드를 찾자? 페로가 어딘데? 여기 페로인가? 너 나 만나자고 한 거 아니었어? 페로가 어디죠? 여기가 페로인가? 잠시만, 이걸 보라는 건가? 아, 빠른 여행. 노비그라드? 스켈리게? 여긴가? 아, 여기까지 가야 되는 거, 스켈리게로. 자, 어쨌든 지금 스켈리게로 가야 합니다. 스켈리게로 가야 하기 때문에 이렇게 되면은 자연스럽게 스켈리게로 향하는 퀘스트가 되겠죠? 그래서 오늘 드디어 마지막 종착지인 스켈리게로 향하는 배를 찾는 메인 퀘스트를 진행하면서 오늘도 마지막을 장식해 볼까요? 이쪽으로, 여기로 부둣가로 가보겠습니다. 거의 다 왔습니다. 드디어 스켈리게로 가는 배를 찾으러 왔습니다. 안녕하세요. 어서오세요. 왜 피가 안 차지? 왜 피가 달고 있는 것 같지? 기분 탓인가? 물 한 병 마시고. 근데 중독도가 너무 높아서 그런가? 비켜. 아, 이쪽이 아니구나. 여기 선장이 어디 있는가? 선장. 여기구만.
You captain of this tub?
What's it to you?
I'm Skellige bound. Need to get there.
Start swimming. Islanders, the black ones, all attackers in those waters. No one sails the route these days.
Come on. Clans are ready to deal. Leave you alone if you do. Someone's done it. Gotta have.
Not likely. Except maybe that daft bastard Wolverston from the Atropos. A liar, a thief, and a bugger, that one. He might have parlayed with the sea swine.
Where can I find him?
In a pigsty most times. Others, the golden sturgeon. Ask for Flask. Everyone knows him.
황금 철갑상에서 선장을 찾자. 아무래도 스켈리게는 다들 지금 꺼리는 것 같죠? 유일하게 한 사람만 빼고. 근데 그 사람에 대해서 그렇게 좋은 평이 없는 것 같아요. 근데 여기다 HP 왜 이렇게 달지 갑자기? 불안하게. 잠시 명상 한번 해주겠습니다. 죽겠는데? 네, 명상해서 중독도 없어졌습니다. 내가 좀 과하게 약을 좀 마셨나보다. 자, 여기 있네요. 울버스턴 선장.
You, Wolverston, captain of the Atropos?
So you want to know if I'm Atropos, captain of the Wolverston? No fucking clue, mate.
I need to get to Skellige.
My Atropos and me, we're due to sail for Skellige, carrying grain. But that's hush-hush. Got any coin?
Gotta get more coin.
You sure do. For I won't even whip me horse in a bath without payment in advance.
아, 돈 안 내면 안 되는 건가? 돈 내야겠네.
Back. Got the coin.
Here. That enough?
Hefty sack. Like a bull's. When do we sail?
Not sure you're ready. You can barely stand.
Know this, stranger. Captain Wolverston never sails sober. The sea goes one way, Wolverston the other. Makes the rocking bearable. So, ready to set sail?
Let's go.
First, we must drink to the wind, to good fortune, and to the strength of my Atropos. Anchors away.
드디어 스켈리게로 갑니다. 이거 쉽지 않구만. 벌써부터. 또 어딨어? 이거 해적들이 파묻히는 곳이라니. 피해주고 피해주고 얼려주고 씁시다. 쓸어버립시다. 자, 하나씩 얼려주고. 뭐야 이 방패. 하나씩 피해주고 얼려주고 하나씩. 아프겠다.
Back off or I'll kill you.
I'm not afeard of dying.
See, I've landed on Ord Skellig.
How you figure that?
You're wearing Clan on Crate colors. Ord Skellig's their island.
On the Atropos, were you?
Yeah, thought the captain had a deal with you.
With us? Meaning who exactly? Might have arranged something with Lugos, but crack? Nay. Clearly should have, though. Outlander ships aren't welcome in these waters. What about you? What do you seek in Skellige, eh?
Agreed to meet a sorceress here. Yennefer of Vengerberg. She's supposed to be on Ord Skellig.
There's a witch at Kertrolda. Croc's guest. Could be the one you're meeting.
Seen her? Know what the sorceress looks like?
Aye. Wears black and white. If not for her tits, you'd think she was a beached orca. Fact is, even those who see her for a wench would gladly push her out to sea, tits and all.
Yennefer's not all bad, once you get to know her.
Take your word for it. Know the way to Kertrolda?
Expect I'll find it.
Head north. Then turn west towards the bay before you come to the bridge. You'll find the Jarl port side today. Your sorceress ought to be there too.
Thanks. So long.
오, 이거 위에 저거 뭐지 저거? 아, 저 하핀가 쟤네가? 덤빌 것 같은데 느낌이. 요거 냉가가드 보시고 아셨군요. 맞습니다. 지금 2회차 하고 있는 건데 아직 2회차에서는 블러드 앤 와인은 못 깼어요. 1회차에서만 지금 깨고 진행하고 있어요. 아직 가기엔 레벨이 너무 낮거든요. 뭐 아이템이 있을 것 같은데 어우, 저 그림자 너무 무섭고. 못 잡나? 쟤네들? 쟤는 센가? 별로 안 셀 것 같은데. 아, 이거 또 공격 모드 돼가지고 안 넘어가는 거 봐. 안돼 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 안돼. 야, 안 되겠다. 붙어보자. 내려와 이제 내려와. 내려와. 어디로 올라가? 어디로 올라가? 사이렌이구나. 내려와. 어디로 올라가? 어딜? 내려와. 그렇지. 아! 내려와. 어딨어? 그렇지. 네, 맞습니다. 죽행입니다. 자, 내려와. 어딨어? 그렇지. 다 끝났나? 네, 끝났군요. 지금 죽행으로 뉴게임플러스 진행하고 있습니다. 1회차 때는 약간 잘 모르고 해가지고 약간 엉성하게 한 것도 있고 또 의외로 또 잘한 것도 있고 2회차 때는 참 1회차 때 여기 둥지가 있구나. 1회차 때 좀 새드 엔딩을 봐서 그 게롤트 고독사가 아니라 뭐죠? 아무튼 좋지 않은 엔딩을 봐가지고 시리도 못 찾고 트리스나 예니퍼하고 이어지지도 않고 아무튼 좀 어이없게 엔딩을 본 바람에 야 이놈아 떨어져. 안 떨어지네. 하나 더 있어? 어딨지? 아, 저 아래에 있다. 이쪽으로 넓은 곳으로 유인해야겠네요. 이렇게 이쪽으로 와. 그렇지. 아이고 너무 멀다. 얜 또 에키드나구나. 이리 와. 아 그쪽은 내가 못 가는데. 갈 수 있을까? 못 가. 아 갈 수 있어. 한 번 더. 아이 젠장. 야 이거나 계속 맞아라. 얘끼놈. 야 일로 떨어져 일로. 또 버그가 걸렸네. 야 이쪽으로 떨어져. 이쪽으로. 반대 나갔네. 이쪽 좀 유인을 해볼게요. 그렇지 지금이야. 어딨어? 그렇지. 이거거든. 아 왜 금방 또 날았어. 야 그렇지. 정신 못 차리게 해줘지. 어딨어? 아 죽은 게 아니었어? 아이고 진짜 얘 끼놈아. 석궁으로 죽여보긴 또 처음이네. 아이템도 안 주네. 아 맞아요 독거노인. 맞아. 왜 고독사가 생각났지? 진짜 고독사라고 생각할 정도로 너무 고통스러워서 아 진짜 안타깝더라고요 그 엔딩 보는데. 네 독거노인 둘째치고 시리도 잃어버리고 아무튼 전반적으로 마음에 안듭니다. 어디로 가야 되나? 말 타고 가는 게 좋겠죠? 로초 오랜만에 부르네. 네 그래서 이번에는 독거노인도 좀 이제 좀 탈출해보고 시리도 얻고 좀 그런 엔딩으로 가고 싶은데 뭐 잘하고 있는지 모르겠어요. 아직은 뭐라고 하죠? 분기점이라고 해야 되나요? 분기점까지 가진 않아서. 이쪽 아니야 게롤트. 희망을 좀 갖고 있습니다. 네, 조만간 가까워지니까 이제 또 잘 해봐야죠. 잠깐. 상인이 있다는 것은 괜트 카드가 있을지도 모른다는 얘기잖아. 이 사람이 아닌가? 네, 기대해 주십시오. 오, 뭐 지도가 많은데? 지도 많아. 좋아. 다 사줄게. 그렇지. 빠른 이동 지점 중 특정 위치를 해제한다. 다 사주지. 얼마든지. 근데 혹시 내 아이템 사갈 생각 없나? 싸게 사도 괜찮으니 사주면 고맙겠구만. 그렇지. 이것도 귀한 거 아닌가? 와 이거 근데 다 사면 너무 비싸다. 예, 서브퀘스트도 가급적이면 깨고 있어요. 그래서 서브퀘스트 몇 개 하다가 메인 퀘스트 넘어가고 그렇게 해서 반복적으로 하고 있습니다. 이리와 로치. 부르면 좀 와줄래? 얘가 말을 안 듣네. 자, 가보죠. 도둑들이 왜 있지? 무시하고 갑니다. 자, 스켈리게 무슨 일이니 이거? 얘 또 왜 여기서 껴있니? 아휴, 환장하겠네 진짜. 스켈리게도 봐야 될 곳이 많죠. 1회차 때 제일 아쉬웠던 건 메인 퀘스트 위주로 거의 진행을 하고 서브 퀘스트를 거의 못했어요. 그래가지고 스토리만 빨리 보고 넘어가고 싶은 마음에, 그래서 약간 스켈리게 같은 경우는 거의 뭐 그냥 패스했죠. 서브 퀘스트 같은 경우는 위쳐 의뢰나 이런 것들. 그래서 이번에는 좀 그런 것들도 다 천천히 한번 부시기를 좀 해볼까 하는 생각이에요. 다 왔다.
Our time amongst the living is but the wink of an eye.
You need not do this, child.
I know, but I want to.
Tis madness. Such a young lass.
Erna should be the one going. They shared a bed longer.
Silence. It is her decision.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Nice to see you again. The eulogy.
King Bran of Clan Twirsech has embarked on his final voyage. At its end, our glorious ancestors await him. Together they will hunt and raid. They will sit round the fire and praise the deeds of ages past. For now, he lives in our hearts. One day, we too shall stand at his side and face the sea together. That will be a good day.
You knew Bran?
Yes, he was well respected. Unlike his wife.
Skellige is its clans. In times of war,
Tradition holds the clans unite under the leadership of their king. We've bid Bran farewell. Time to pick his successor who will lead us against the Black Ones. The gates of Caer Troll stand open to all who hail Bran of Clan Tuirstach dear. Mead and meat will be plentiful. During the wake, those who believe themselves worthy of the crown will step forth.
Come to the wake with me?
Gladly. Feasts in Skellige, so predictable. Slobbering drunks, brazen boasting, and the inevitable rows that result.
Yeah, nothing like the banquets mages attend. Remember the one on Thanedd?
You were there. How could I forget? I also remember excruciatingly well what happened after the banquet.
Reading my mind again?
What's more, I like what I see. Did you learn anything in Velen?
Velen. Awful place. Somehow Ciri wound up at the castle of the local ruler, a baron, self-proclaimed. This was after she was injured.
Injured? Was it serious?
Don't think so. Must have recovered because this baron sent her on to Novigrad. Think she was looking for you at the time. These witches Ciri came across, she was lucky to escape them.
Witches?
Creatures more like. Can't say exactly what they are, but they're dangerous. Very. Also ran into an old friend of ours in Velen, Kira.
What on earth is Kira Metz doing in that wasteland?
Hiding from witch hunters. Listen, she told me an elven mage had been there looking for Ciri.
Good. You'll need to tell me more when we have some time.
Been to Novigrad. Ciri was there, looking for a way to lift some curse. She's not there anymore.
You're certain?
Heard it from Dandelion, with no embellishments.
Do you know any more about this curse?
Not much. Ciri ran into some trouble, never finished what she went there to do. I recovered a phylactery. She was looking for a way to enchant it.
I'll look at it later.
How about you? What have you learned?
Something strange happened on Ard Skellige time ago. A disaster brought about by a burst of magic. Extraordinary, really. Natural anomaly. Never seen anything like it. My intuition tells me Ciri was its cause.
As much as I respect your intuition, Yen, we need something specific. Evidence.
I'd know for certain if I was able to inspect the disaster zone. Unfortunately, Ermion and his druids aren't letting anyone near.
So why won't Ermion let you inspect the area of the anomaly?
Call it a difference of opinion. A large, loud difference. Look, it's Krach.
White Wolf!
Greetings, Krach.
I shall see you at the wake, and I'll not accept any excuses. I've an important matter to discuss with you.
I shall wear black and white for the feast. I count on you to don something complimentary. Something that doesn't reek of 1,000 hunts.
Yen, you know I can't stand new doublets. Just too tight till you break them in.
And just like Krach, I'll not accept any excuses. We're not here to enjoy ourselves. We've matters to resolve and should dress appropriately. I've rented a room at the inn. Took the liberty of laying out some clothes for you there. You ought to go. Choose something. In the meantime, I've something to attend to. We'll meet at the entrance to the feast hall.
자, 우리의 예니퍼는 다 계획이 있었군요. 오늘은 스켈리게에 도착한 걸로 마무리를 지으려고 합니다. 다음에 다시 방송을 켜서 이제 스켈리게에서의 스토리를 진행할지, 아니면은 지금 남아있는 퀘스트들이 몇 개 있거든요. 그것들을 좀 진행을 할지, 이런 것들이 아직 의처열이 몇 개가 좀 남아있기도 하고, 그래서 어떤 걸 진행할지 한번 생각을 좀 해보겠습니다. 교단 장비 찾기도 재미있겠네요. 빨리 케어맨이 열려야 제가 이걸 찾으러 갈 텐데. 그래서 오늘 방송은 아마 여기까지 할 것 같습니다. 또 늦은 시간까지 봐주셔서 너무 감사드리고요. 시간 될 때마다 계속 라이브 스트리밍으로 위쳐3 2회차 진행할 예정이니까 보시려면 또 구독 눌러서 알림 설정 해두시면 언제든지 찾아오실 수 있으니까 많이 찾아와 주시고, 또 방송 시청해 주셔서 감사드립니다. 오늘 방송 여기까지 하겠습니다. 다들 안녕히 주무세요.